Hello you guys and welcome back to today's video. Thank you so much you guys for supporting us. My name is Felipe. His name is
Duhamel Bentley, and we're really excited because this summer is all about the sheerness, it's all about the creams, it's all about, less is kind of more.
Yes.
Which is really interesting because I wouldn't expect it to be that kind of a summer outcome.
And we did see a little bit of that during TikTok last year. We noticed that there was a lot more minimal makeup, more very simple. It was more about BB creams, CC creams, tinted moisturizers, and it was everything about more in skincare than makeup. I feel like, right?
I agree.
And I'm excited for this new review.
Yes, I'm excited too because speaking of skincare, this is going to be Morphe's latest skin finish product, and this is the glowstunner hydrating tinted moisturizer. Now, this has skincare infused into this tinted moisturizer, as well as it has spf30, which is really nice.
It's really nice. It is 30 milliliters. It is 1 fluid ounce. And it retails for how much?
$18.
Oh, you're right.
Which is
Sorry.
kind of expensive.
It is.
I'm not gonna lie.
But you know what? If I compare it to other BB creams, Korean BB creams, I feel like I'm saying Korean barbecues, but no. Korean BB creams
Which we
or
love both.
CC creams, I feel like they are very priced. Like the Misha, I think was between $28. The other one that I have by the creme shop, it was between $22. Now I think I saw.
So
it
you
last
think
time.
it's for the market of the kind of Korean BB creams? Do you feel like it's
a
affordably
tinted
priced?
moisturizer. It's more of a moisturizer rather than the topper. I feel like SPF 30 is great. However, the Korean ones tend to target more of a 50 plus. And this one is just a moisturizer, tinted moisturizer with SPF 30.
Which, before we get to surrounding that, we're going to be talking about exactly that. It is 15 shades, so there is a good arrangeability for every skin tone. They are flexible, but there are 15 shades, so I mean, there's no excuse to not finding one.
And Morphe, if you're watching, talk about inclusivity. There's growing YouTubers like us that have been working very hard and look for. I think they need to reach out, just like you said in one of your latest videos about Morphe. I feel like they do need to have more inclusivity in regards our shade, our skin tones. Like definitely having 15. How many 15 shades, right? It doesn't. I feel like they could have done extendedly at least 25 for me. Because they're like very fair people to very, how do you call them, deeper, more melanin. Like me, I feel like it was a hard time. It was a hard time for me. Even though there's a lot of varieties, I feel like sometimes I look better in like yellowish because that's my natural. But sometimes even neutral, more pinky tones work better for me. So I feel like our skin tones definitely need to have more recognition, inclusivity, in regards also people who are doing reviews. So for primer, Domel has already started with the one size. This is a Secure the Blur. This is the first time I actually am applying this.
Now, if you guys haven't seen this video that we made, this has really great ingredients for a primer. It's an interesting product, and if you haven't seen that video, check it out. It shall be in the list, honey. It's a good one. I like it. The skin feels good.
It feels like a heavy moisturizer for me that I normally don't use primers or makeup in general. It feels nice.
While the primer sits on the skin for a second, I'm going to go into the Morphe website. Up, here we go. No, I'm alright. It's right here right now. Alright. So a couple of the benefits on this particular primer, on this particular tinted moisturizer or lightweight foundation is again the 30 SPF. It hydrates your skin up to 24 hours, which is really, really nice.
Yeah.
It also helps with, sheer natural glowy finish. I love the fact that this is reef safe.
Yeah.
So it's formulated to not harm, Mother Nature, which is really nice. A lot of the times, SPFs, they do contain harmful ingredients for the water. That intended goes back to the earth, which is horrible.
One thing I just noticed is that it has an extra piece of tape for safety.
Security, yeah.
I feel like that's nice.
Another cool couple of things, it's transfer resistant, which I can say that when we tried it and we had our masks over it, I didn't really see any transfer.
No,
so I can testify for when we first originally tried this.
And we didn't have that much time to actually let it sit and dry in.
Yes.
I feel like as soon they were closing the store at the moment, and people were very kind. Actually, they treated us very nice.
Morphe, yeah.
I feel like this Morphe store near us has very good customer service, and people just were overly nice, like super friendly and kind. However, they were closing, and because of the rush, I just didn't want them to be waiting for any of us. So we told them, we'll put the mask on, and that's fine. We'll try this shade. And when he told me, I was like, you know what? That is true. I literally looked into my face mask.
And it wasn't stained.
There was nothing in it. So I'm very surprised because usually BB cream or CC cream, they do have that orangey foundation, or you have that residue.
That transfer.
And I feel like, even sometimes when you put powders on top of it, sometimes that doesn't even work. So
I agree.
It's nice.
Now, a couple of great things as well that this contains. It's not going to clog your skin.
Okay.
Also, it's great for all skin types.
Which is very good. Very quick that you're saying it. I feel like they should have a focus more any skin type, and sensitive, eczema, acne, if they could potentially have that like for everyone. That's really nice. It's hydrating, like you said. It's marvelous.
Yep, I agree. And it's free of oils. So if you're a person that is going to be more combination to oily, free of oils, free of fragrance, and of parabens, which is really nice. I for $18, I do think this is a cute little packaging.
It is very beautiful. It's like on the go. I feel like if you need to carry this in your bag, you just toss it. Even like right now with the crossbodies and everything else, like I carry a crossbody 100% of the time, and he helps me a lot. Like this is crossbody time. This is a site.
That's crossbody fabulous, honey.
And then you can also use this one when you're traveling too. It's really affordable. Like,
yes, because you can take this in the airport. You can take this as a carry-on. It's underneath any foundation, really. You can take it, but this is not chunky. It's not heavy.
But I feel like I've had very bad experiences when we worked as a professional makeup artist. I've noticed that sometimes glass can break easily. You shake it, you let it go. Like this is such a good. It's just a nice packaging.
And let me tell you something. Things like these types of guys in your kit, if you're a makeup artist, are lifesavers because of number one, if you have a customer that just wants like a very soft glam, boom. If you've got little girls for flowers, boom.
And if you get like I feel like a lot of the times when we did like primera comunión, like for the younger kids, I call that
like the first communion, yeah.
I feel like a lot of the times moms would tell you, hey, is it possible for my daughter or for my young boy to have a little bit of more foundation so he can have an even complexion? And even husbands, they're like, one time we went there with an event, and the guy, I don't know where, he said, how much do you charge me if you do a little bit of makeup? I don't want to put lashes because I'm getting married, but everyone here is looking fabulous and I'm not. And I was like, I'll just put some tinted moisturizer like a CC cream.
It works like a charm.
Fantastic. He looked glowy. The pictures look amazing. So I'm excited to try this.
A product like this in your kit will cover you
nice
from the grandmother to the children to the husband or everybody, and before you know
it's affordable.
It's affordable. You can make it affordable for your client as well, girl.
And I feel like I've seen a lot of new brands, like a lot of newer like drugstore brands that are coming out with tinted moisturizers and CC creams and BB creams, that I feel like it's the right time for them to come out with all of these new launches for people who are looking to wear more natural looking. Like I myself, I personally prefer more of a simple, normal, like just like I'm using like a moisturizer with a little bit of hashtag tinted moisturizer. He goes for the deeper, fuller coverage.
I want to push it.
I want to see how much we can do this.
I gotta tell you, it's very liquid, very fresh and very soft on the skin.
Okay.
When we first tried it, I definitely thought the same thing, but now that I'm getting to indulge in it, I'm kind of feeling like it's just really nice.
I just refreshed my face because I usually feel like I love my tinted moisturizer to have that extra glow, but I can't wait to try this. So this is on the shade Rich Glow 10, and this is what it looks like. And the Mel will probably tell us what shade is he using right here, right now.
Right here, right now, I'm using Medium Glow number 6. I'm really excited because we're gonna get into the skincare part of it in a second here. Once we do the first layer and kind of let it sit for a second, see how that wears, if it oxidizes.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. It's definitely something that I haven't done in a million years.
I mean, already I can tell you the skin's looking a little bit more polished.
It does.
A little bit more balanced, right?
Here I come. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Your mirror's down here.
That's okay. I'll grab this one because I'll be in front of the camera. Alright.
Feels so good on the skin.
I feel like first I'm gonna do half of my face and then the other half.
I feel like it's very fresh on the skin.
It is very fresh.
Isn't it?
It's like a toner.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I was just hot, but it feels like a toner.
It feels fresh. Yeah. Okay. I mean, this is looking really good for one. This is kind of like 1.5 pumps, and the reason why it's a 1.5, it's because when we first pumped, a little bit came out, and then I re-pumped again to give it a one more fair shot, you know?
Okay, so I'm gonna do my half pump now for the rest of my, should I do the rest of my face or just half of the face?
Do the full face, because we're gonna do 2 layers.
Okay.
Alright, so this is what mine's looking like right here, right now. Alright, come on, lids and everything. The brush is really nice too.
It is very good.
This one is the Morphe M439.
And I feel like these ones are my perfect to go for foundations. You can use this as a powder, even as a contour if you wanted it to.
I agree.
But I feel like the buffing brush is such a good instrument tool to
and
have in your
it's comfortable to the skin. It gives you a nice bounce.
And they have good brushes.
They do.
I personally like this. I feel like when I started using their brushes, it was when I was working at Ulta, and I feel like the very first one that I actually purchased, it was a similar like this one, and I used it all the time.
I gotta tell you, with my full face on right now, it doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin.
Well, I feel like I'm looking at myself like I have an actual.
You look
bronzer.
fresh. You look fresh and even. You look like.
It doesn't feel heavy. So if you're somebody who doesn't like heavy, stickiness, and comfortable, it doesn't feel like that to me.
I agree, and it looks great on your skin. You look
This is our promo.
So while we do that, while we let it sit for a second, I want to see if it oxidizes, so we can go in for the second one. We're gonna read on a couple of the benefits here that are infused with. Do you want to read those since I read, some of the benefits that it provided?
Let me go ahead and put actually my glasses. I may need my glasses for that while I let that sink in. So the benefits are with lactic acid, which we'll talk about. Lactic acid is a powerful alpha hydroxy acid that is going to help you for a more even complexion. It also says that it has elantonin, which helps you to soothe any type of inflammation, has vitamin E, and it also has citric acid to reach skin-loving antioxidants for your skin. And then of course it has glycerin and hyaluronic acid for hydration that lasts up to 24 hours. They recommend it to apply with whatever you want, either the buffing brush, could be your fingertips, it could be a blending brush. But personally, I feel like it doesn't really make a difference when it comes to tinted moisturizer, because you can also use your fingers, and I don't feel like it leaves you at residual color in it.
Right.
Like when I try, as an example, like the Clinique ones, I feel like they give me this left residue when I try the BB cream. So this one so far I like it. They do say that they have it in different shades and different tones. If that doesn't make sense.
The undertones.
Yeah. So I pretty much finished it all.
I think that even though it's not a lot of shades, like you said, I do think that it's quite extensive because, for example, comparing it to the Urban Decay Hyaluronic, I made a video if you guys haven't watched it.
The green one, bluish right now.
They only had I think it was 8 shades or something like so. So I think they pushed the envelope, and I think that because they're so wearable and so stretchable, you can really work with different shades.
I don't feel that I have a powdery finish. I feel like I have a good glow at the moment.
And I agree with you. I think the complexion just overall looks more balanced. So I'm kind of happy with that. I don't feel in any way, shape, or form. Can I see the mirror really quick?
Yeah.
I don't believe that It's enhancing texture.
No, it doesn't.
Looks
I feel
really good.
it's just like a moisturizer with that SPF. The fact that for me, if I were somebody who is not really into makeup, that I would be using this product, or the two key elements that I would be attracted to would be, first off, that it has SPF30, and second of all, that it gives me an even complexion. And if you want to add a bonus on that, it also moisturizes your skin. So it's kind of like a moisturizer with SPF30, and then you just think that it's gonna even out your complexion.
And it's really beneficial, which
It
is
is.
quite nice. All right, let's go for the second one.
All right. And
Full pump.
what I noticed here so far, it doesn't have any residue on my glasses, which I personally like. And it's something that the Mel touch base in the beginning. I feel like that's one of the best topics or best things about this moisturizer. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it now, and I'm gonna start on the cheekbones.
It is saying you can apply with a sponge or a brush, whichever one. More coverage with the brush. So I'm going in with a brush.
Just be careful with certain SPF. We haven't used anything with SPF from Morphe, right?
No.
But I feel like when you're using an SPF and you put it on your lids or around your eyes, some of them can feel a little bit uncomfortable and irritating. How do you call it?
Stain.
Sting, yeah.
I said stain for whatever reason.
And I feel like that's because the ingredient list. So be mindful of it. That if you're driving, this probably can potentially cause you uncomfortable.
There's nothing worse than driving and having
to flinch every now and then.
Oh my god! Don't even let's not do it.
Let us know in the comments down below if you've been in that position before.
By the way, while you're in the comment section, did you subscribe to the channel, honey? Did you subscribe? Did you refer your grandmother to see this so she could get that blend, honey, with the Morphe? What is this called again? Glowstunner tinted moisturizer. Sharing is caring, baby girl, baby boy, all of the above, right?
One cool thing about this one also is that people like me who normally just goes to if I'm waiting, I usually finish first, so I know for a fact.
Hold up, we just gotta talk for a minute here. Come close, honey. You're looking like a bronzed Judicia Marie, honey. Look at you in the camera. Your neck is so pale compared to your face now, so it is oxidizing quite a bit, because that face looks very caramelized. Beautiful, but it's just a little deep for right now.
No, you gotta blend it.
Is mine looking deeper? Is it changing colors?
No. But did you finish blending? I think I just blended it.
I don't know. Let me see. Let me right here.
So this is a brush. And then just to add a little bit of extra hydration and glow, I'm gonna add a little bit of Evian water.
Get in the camera though.
It's good.
What do you think coverage?
You know what? I have to see myself in the mirror.
Let me see. I think it's good. It builds to a nice medium, right?
Let me see.
Right here, right now.
Yeah. Let me see. Actually, I'll give you this one. I have this one.
Little bronzer moment. I actually want to do that. I'm gonna go and apply some blush and some bronzer just to see how powder works on top of this. But I do want to give it a second to dry. I don't want to set it up for failure.
One of the things that I like is that it's not sitting in between my hairline, which is one of the things that when I used to use foundation on a daily basis because of the work that I used to do, I feel like one of the things that I dislike the most is that I was having to deal with that kind of residue in between my hairline and this part of my, or sometimes you can even see that even if you want to set it up, sometimes you leave the translucent powder or something like that. It just feels uncomfortable to see yourself, mostly if you're going to take pictures throughout the day. So I definitely can appreciate that it's not leaving anything behind, and so far it's looking very bronzy. I don't know if it's because of the second application that I had, but I would definitely say that texture feels very nice. It's not sticky. Hasn't gotten to that point that I feel sticky. It does looks very glowy. I can tell that you look for a little bit more fuller coverage now, and your pores are definitely blurred. I feel like this is. I think I told you this in the very beginning when you first applied it, that your pores are very diminished. Where you're never gonna get rid of the pores. We've talked about it in this channel. If you haven't heard about it, subscribe. This is the moment. And the areas in here around your cheeks, I feel like it diminishes. It kind of shrinkles your pores, shrinks.
It sprinkles?
Sprinkles.
Right here? Right now, you heard it first, girl. Do you want to powder it and see if that changes anything?
No,
it's a little translucent powder here if you need it.
That's okay.
You don't need translucent powder?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
All right.
So I did a little translucent.
Well, let me see. Let me see what's good.
Are you translucing it?
Maybe. Yeah.
Get in the shot, girl. You're like so far away.
Oh my gosh, what's good? Okay. You how do you
This
feel
is the
about it?
Anastasia Beverly Hills,
By the way,
translucent setting powder. Quite lovely. You know, no complaints. It's good, right? It works. It does what it needs to do. Right here, right now.
Okay, so this is my time to shine.
Right
And
here, right
hopefully I
now.
can fit right here in between the camera. I feel like it's killing the shine a little bit.
Do you feel like it's moving the product around?
No, I don't see the residue.
I agree.
I feel like it's just mattifying it. So that's why I'm doing half of my face. What do you think? My half of my face.
It's over here. I mean, it looks good. Just a little bit more matte, yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna do half of my face because
More skin-like, I would say. Because it has more of a velvety glow to it versus this looks like
and you
like
know
you've
what?
been walking all day long in the humidity.
I love to have sometimes more of a mattifying,
Mhm.
and sometimes I just feel like a little bit more glow. So
I agree.
definitely, I can appreciate that. But yeah, this is more matte, and then this is super glowy. See, like you can see the glow.
That looks like your skin.
I can definitely appreciate all the loving and caring. But yeah, go for it. What's next?
All right, I think I'm gonna do a bronzer next. I'm gonna close this so it doesn't spill everywhere.
And for bronzer, she's gonna be using Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder.
Right here, right now.
Do you need another brush?
No, what I'm thinking I'm gonna do this one, you know, just to make sure it's nice and diffused.
Honestly, I feel like his skin looks really, really nice. It looks very nourished and hydrated, but the pore section, I feel like it looks very more. Of course, the primer worked,
What?
just to be clear, but also I feel like the actual tinted moisturizer, the very first time we used it, that was one of the first thing I told him. We need to buy one because when he tried it, the pores looked different. He was actually asking me about the pores. It's something like, how do you feel like my texture looks like? And I said, it looks very diminished. I personally really like this product. And I don't think initially, how do you feel with the shade, by the way? Because you never told us the shade.
I did.
This is medium glow number 6.
She's gonna have to watch back, honey.
How do you feel about the shade? I think it matches fine.
I do think it matches quite fine as well. I just normally go a little bit more
Deeper.
warmer on my foundations. And the one that I wanted to select from the beginning was not available. I mean, it was sold out, and I was like, no. But this just looks like my skin.
It does.
So that's really nice to be able to say, you know what, this is great because it doesn't look too pink, it doesn't look too warm, but I do think it does oxidize quite a smidge.
First impressions, rated from 1 to 10. How do you rate it?
Girl, I'm gonna say it's a 10. It's a 10 because it has a skincare infused into it. I love the packaging. I love how it feels on the skin. I love that it moisturizes your skin for the 24 hours. I absolutely love that it's transfer free, and
Yes.
I can testify by that. I love the fact that I'm applying powder on top of it after slightly setting and it's not moving and it's not changing too much. It's just melting and working well. So what do you think?
I would rate it as a 10 as well. I think that the only thing that I would work is if I were Morphe, or if I work within the like Morphe people, like in general, in the marketing team. I feel like I would definitely be more inclusive when it comes to having more like men and women when they have like the posters when you go to the stores. That's just my personal point of view. That's my intake when I go to the stores. I'm not talking about the makeup artists that are sitting there or helping you. I'm talking about the actual marketing. I feel like now there's so many gay males out there, or just like straight males who are wearing makeup. We were recently actually watching the different people, like different males who do like lip injections, and we noticed that there were a couple of them that actually do lip injections. They're completely straight, and we were like, I wonder why media only focuses on women, and sometimes they even feel attacked because you know, like how many surgeries you've had. I feel like we need to be more inclusive. Like even in the makeup industry, they should be having more of a variety. I'm not talking only about the shades, because definitely his shade is different from mine. But I'm also talking about weight. I feel like, you know, a lot of the times Morphe in general has had received several critics when it comes to like their choices and whatever the decisions they take when they, which direction they want to go with their brand. But I feel like they have really good product here. I definitely recommend it as a 10. I think that the product is really nice. It applies very beautifully on the skin. It's very glowy, very hydrating. It doesn't feel as heavy, and it's definitely one of those products that you can definitely take with you traveling. If you're just going to the car, if you're going to a date with your boyfriend, I feel like
if you just want to look really fresh, nice. You know, it's an amazing product.
And one thing that I also noticed that when we went to Puerto Rico, I feel like one of the things that it really shook me is the fact that over there you can't really wear makeup because the heat is always on you. Though it's such a humid weather that I feel like this would be a nice with that powder on top of it
to
would
make
be
you look right. Yeah, I agree. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit of the NARS Deep Throat blush on. It's this lovely little pink. I would say this is a really good comparable to the Dior pink that everybody's like selling out because Miss Jenner was like, oh my god.
Let me see.
This one. Nice little pinky moment. And I'm just like, oh.
Let me see. It looks really pretty.
Thank you.
I think you did a good job and your pores look amazing.
Thank you.
Your skin looks gorgeous.
It's all in the one size. And then it's all in the
Morphe sauce.
Glow Stunner by Morphe sauce, honey. You sign here first. I've never said this on camera, but I feel like when I started first doing makeup, I didn't see the point of blush. You know what I'm saying? I would always be like, there's too many accidents. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's too many people doing bad blush for me to even like go there. But I gotta tell you, honey, now that I have an affair with blush, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you do.
Are you gonna put some blush on?
Maybe. I'm just gonna see.
A little bit right here, right now.
How do you feel about it? Examine yourself. Like, tell us, how do you feel about it overall?
I gotta tell you, it's very, very nice. I feel like for someone who wants to like do a full face of makeup and you're new to makeup, I think this is an amazing product to start you getting into the foundation business. I also think that it holds product very nicely. I think definitely if you were to wear more cream products, they would show a little bit more. But if we're going for something so natural and so seamless, I wouldn't see why not, right? I feel like this is really, really nice. It's really comfortable. Like, I don't feel anything on my skin.
I don't.
Do you feel like it's heavy, or do you feel like it's
oily? Sometimes some foundations feel
like
oily.
Nothing is transferring. Of course, we just powdered and everything, but you know, I gotta be honest. Like, it's just. Are you gonna wipe this?
No, I'm just gonna show you.
Okay.
Like, there's no residue in it.
Let's see here. Right here.
Obviously, if you press and you know.
Nothing. Literally nothing is in here.
Why?
Is there maybe a little something? I don't see anything. Do you?
No. There's just a little bit of the hue of the
maybe of the bronzer. My bronzer, maybe. I don't know. But I gotta tell you, I would 100% recommend this. Would you?
I would recommend it. Also, it's super proof. I think they've done a beautiful job with this. I would definitely encourage them to have more of a variety of shades, more inclusivity in the marketing. Morphe, what's good? I
feel like, conversing on what you're saying, I think they did a good job with including gentlemen in the models of these creams.
Yeah.
However, I agree with you 100%. I feel like you've been chasing the ideal. Let's shake it up and get out of the box. I think it'll pay off really, really well for Morphe.
Exactly, I agree. Is it an expensive product, you think? $18?
Well, at first I was like, yes, but then you brought up the fact that, you know, in the market of this product, this is affordable, and then bringing in the SPF and bringing in all of the skincare benefits.
Sorry to bother you.
It's expensive.
Keep in mind that some like Misha, I think it's 3.4 ounces, and some others maybe like 1.7, 2 ounces, whereas this one is 1 fluid ounce. So it is really expensive.
You find it expensive.
It is expensive, but it's not that expensive comparing it to other ones. Like, I feel like the Clinique, I think it's like $28 the last time I saw, and it's like a 1 ounce or 2 ounces. I don't remember.
So it's affordable.
It's in between the affordable.
It's affordable. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I liked it. I do. I think that even for like a little beach day, where you don't want to look crazy, but you don't want to put so much makeup. Like, it's just so convenient.
You tell us what you think about it. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes, honey. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, we would love for you to subscribe. Where's your... Get your cheekbone over here, girl, so I can... There you go. All right. And make sure to binge watch, honey. It's a thing. And we, in this case, will catch you on the next one. Bye.